Okay, this is Coach Dez here. Last but not least, Saints versus the Packers. Now, usually I have this done by now, but my phone was acting up and I didn't know. I was supposed to empty the trash on my phone. So I got that all cleared up. I got a lot of space left now. So we're going to talk about, you see, the Packers got a star behind them. They need to stay there. They got a playoff spot, don't get me wrong. But they're trying to take the division. And it's really going to be hard when you got two others in there that's ahead of you. But I'm going to tell y'all this. Anybody that's up here that's trying to make the playoffs or that's trying to hold on to their spots, those are the ones with the stars behind them. Some don't have stars behind them. Like the Lions, they don't have a star behind them because right now they're tied with leading the division. Who else don't have a star behind them? The Bills don't have a star behind them. They're trying to take over the Chiefs spot. The Chiefs don't have a star behind them because right now those teams are leading the division. The ones with stars behind them are trying to bump out the first place team or hold on to a final playoff spots, or some are in the hunt. They're like right at the cut. So they're trying to bump up by winning these. So I'm going to tell y'all got to play hard this week. You know, the next 3 games is going to tell you if you should, if you're going to win a spot and you're going to need help. I hate when I hear that they need help. They need so-and-so to lose and so-and-so to win in order to get that last playoff spot. To me, if you do what you do in the beginning of the season, you shouldn't have to worry about when you get to week 16 how much help you need. I'm just saying. I know injuries come up, but you got to remember, we know that some people quit in the middle of the game, you know, and take this game for granted and not think about that there was 1,100 people, players, that was cut in September that would love to trade places with you. But you want to walk off because you got a little attitude because the game ain't going right. See, I like teams like this that don't give up and they play their hardest. And they respect the game because they know it's a privilege to play this game and the talent that God has given you to play this game. You got kids that look up to y'all and say, hey, I want to be like him when I grow up. I'm going to play in the NFL. But your ass want to walk out and say, fuck it, I quit. Because that's what you did. You quit in the middle of a game. Anyway, let me get back to the Saints versus Packers. What is this halftime score going to be? Well, one, you playing in Frozen Thunder. Okay? There's no way you win in this game. I hate to come out and say it. There's no way you're winning this game unless you've been here for a whole week and playing in these cold conditions. And it's gonna snow today too. And Sunday, it's gonna be a little warm up. Monday, ooh, yeah. I think we drop back down into a freeze. That means if you ain't been here this weekend to experience this weather and learn how to play in this condition. So I don't see a whole lot of passing in this game. I see more running in this game. Is this going to be a low-scoring game? Could be. It just depends on how many times the ball get turned over. That's going to make it a high-scoring game. And I don't remember what the point spread for this game is. But anyway, let's talk about these Saints and what this halftime score going to be. Saints average 4.2 points per half. They give up 8.7. Packers average 16.3 points per half. They give up 7.4. That's why I think this game is going to be tied 14-14 at halftime. And the only reason why I say that is because of the fact that, one, the conditions of the weather is going to play a part in this game. If it's cold and there's a lot of turnovers, this game is definitely going to be tied at halftime. So what is let's talk about these Saints. Saints offense. They average 28.4 runs per game. They're strong when it's passing down the middle. You ain't passing. Not in these weather conditions. That ball is hard as a rock, and you're going to break some fingers. It's 62% down the middle, 63.9% passing to the left. You've been sacked 31 times, 10 interceptions, and 15 forced fumbles. Defense gives up 28.5 runs per game. You are weak when it's passing to the left. You give up 63% pass completion. You sacked the quarterback 39 times, 13 interceptions, and 14 forced fumbles on defense, along with 1 safety. Packers, on the other hand, who needs this game to stay up there with the strong division in that conference with the Vikings and the Lions. Offense, 31.6 runs per game. You were strong on all 3 levels. You ain't got to worry about passing. Like I told you earlier, if you got a 2-score lead, why are you passing the ball? Run the damn ball. Well, every time they drop the ball, that stops the clock. Guess what? They don't have to use or waste the timeout because you stopped the clock for them. Okay. To the right, you average 61.4% pass completion. Down the middle, 63.6% pass completion. To the left, 64% pass completion. You've been sacked 16 times, 13 interceptions, and 13 forced fumbles on offense. Defense, on the other hand, gives up 26.3 runs per game, and y'all weak in stopping the passing game. But you ain't got to worry about it because it's going to be cold up there. Monday night, it's going to be cold up there, and that ball going to be hard as a rock. They should not be passing. But if God warmed that air up and they warm, then you know y'all can't stop the passing game. Y'all give up 62.6% passing to the right. You give up 65.4% passing down the middle. You give up 66% passing to the left. You've been sacked. Y'all sacked the quarterback 42 times, 14 interceptions, and 22 forced fumbles on defense. So what is this final score between the Saints versus the Packers going to be? Well, let's see. Saints average 18.1 points per game. They give up 17.6. Packers average 30.2 points per game. They give up 19.1. I believe this score is going to be 21-27. Packers win this game by 6. With that being said, peace out.